Hey guys, and welcome back to These Days. I am Jackie, and today I am talking to you about my September book list. It is already September. That is insane. It's crazy how fast this year has gone. What I'm going to share with you today is some books that I have on repeat this month, or books that we're planning to read this month. So if you haven't already checked out the playlist that I have done for June, July, and August, click this little link above and you can check out those if you would like. My channel is all about motherhood, homeschooling, gardening, essential oils. I hope you decide to subscribe and ring the bell so that you can get updates for all of my videos. So today I have about 8 different books that I'm going to share with you guys that we have either already started reading or we're going to read in the month of September. So go ahead and grab a cup of coffee and let's get started. So while I don't have a specific theme picked out this month, we have been talking about trees and flowers and things outdoors lately. So I'm going to tie that in with what I'm going to share with you today. So I have 2 books here that are actually books that are about trees. So I'm not sure if you guys have heard of Wangari, but she is a woman who planted trees in Kenya, and that is what she is known for. She actually won the Nobel Peace Prize for it. She has a really cool story. So I originally heard about Wangari in our Around the World with Picture Books curriculum that I'll link above here. Check out this book. It is called Wangari's Trees of Peace, and it's all about how she encouraged women to plant trees in Kenya. And pretty soon they had like 30 million trees that they had planted overall. So it's just really cool to see how people work together to plant trees when their trees were being cut down there in Kenya. It's a really good book. And also just dig into Wangari if you want to, because there's some really great children's books on Wangari. I've never read any adult books, but the kids' books are really good. So the second book on trees that we have been reading that we actually have in our personal books is The Giving Tree. So it just talks about a tree that gives basically itself away to this little boy that it loves, and it's a really sweet story. It's really kind of sad too. If you have not read this book, it's great. It's by Shel Silverstein, and he also does some poems and stuff too. So he has other books out that are really great also. Another book that we have been looking at is Identifying Rocks. My son is really into identifying rocks right now. This book is by Nancy Allen, and it is actually just a really great book to kind of show you every rock has a story and how scientists identify rocks. So this is a really great book if your kids are into rocks or they're wondering more about rocks. Another book that we have been reading for my younger ones, especially, they like it, is called Planting a Rainbow, and it talks about how this little girl and her mom go and they plant these bulbs each year, and they get different flowers out of them, and at the end of the season it looks like a rainbow in their yard. So it's just a really cute board book that my boys have been loving, and it also goes over different colors, the flowers that are red, the flowers that are orange, flowers that are green. So it's a good learning your colors book also. So one book that I actually found at the library, we were just walking around and I saw it in the kids section, is called The Buffalo Jump. And it is by Peter Roop, and it has these beautiful illustrations in it. It is about a Native American little boy named Blaze, who wants to earn his new name to show that he is a brave boy that is growing older. And so the Buffalo Jump talks about what a lot of Native American tribes used to do to be able to get food and hides for their tribes. And so it's a cool story. I had no idea that buffalo jumping was actually a thing back in the day for tribes. So it's a really interesting historical view at some of the things that Native Americans used to do to get food and to get shelter. So it's an interesting book, especially if you want to dig into any indigenous tribes. It's pretty cool. So another book is by Robert McCloskey. It's called One Morning in Maine. I've actually had this book on a hold for a long time at my library. It finally came back, so I was able to get it. If you've ever read any of Robert McCloskey's books, they're just fun and inviting stories. Now, for my chapter books this month, I am actually going to be adding in Mercy Watson. It's a story about a pig, so we're going to be adding in one of those books. We are going to be adding in Little House on the Prairie. We are finishing up Little House in the Big Woods, so this is the next story in the Little House on the Prairie series. We're going to start on it and see where it gets us. I'm excited to jump in. I loved these books when I was a little girl, so I'm excited to share them with my kids. So those are my book list picks for this month. I hope you guys enjoyed them, and I hope that you decide to grab some from the library or Amazon or whatever and decide to read them. They're really great books. Drop a comment below. I would love to hear what some of your favorite books are to read to your kids or to read yourself. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell. My channel, I already told you what it's all about and you just got to watch a video, so subscribe and click the bell. I have a monthly book list going, and so I will drop that playlist below, and you can check out some of my other homeschooling videos from the description also. Thank you so much for watching.